There goes Yellowstone, last of them to make its way down to the start, and he'll join the others there. And authorises now 6-5. 6-5 the field they're betting, and 2.42 exchange-wise. Money around for Archipencho. Following his impressive win in Ireland last time out, he's 8-1 on the exchanges, Archipenko, and only 13-2 on course. Eagle Mountain, 15-2 from 9s. Aquilum is 10s. 14's Admiral of the Fleet, 14 Soldier of Fortune. That's as short as we've seen that, and now in fact is out again to 16-1. Cannot make their minds up about Soldier of Fortune. What have we missed there? Lucarno 16-1, Marla 20-1, 40-1 on the exchanges. Marla, no interest at all there. Regime is being back late. That's now 20-1. 28-1 exchanges. Salford Mill is 20s and 25-1 or bigger the rest. They're out to get Dettori. He's 6-5, authorised as favourite. Last year's winner, of course, Sir Percy, his trainer, could easily go and win it again with Aquilum. Here's Marcus Dragonic with our very own Angus McKay.
It's the Vodafone Derby 2007, mile and a half here. And your Vodafone Derby commentator to describe the action to you. Once again, let's hand now to Richard Hoyles.
Thank you very much, Nick. All the dreams still alive at this point. Well, only one of them can be realised, and will it be the one that everyone's been talking about all week? We'll soon find out. We're down to the last three. There are three left to go forward. Salford Mill, Strategic Prince, and Archipenko. Archipenko could well be the last for the Vodafone Derby of 2007. All of the runners are in. And they're off. They're racing then for the Derby, and one of those that jumped out smartly towards the outside is Kid Mambo. Aquilum is also adopting a handy position, and it's Anton Chekhov of the Aidan O'Brien runners that is coming to the fore. Authorised is settled in about midfield, maybe slightly worse than that, towards the outer as Kid Mambo leads Anton Chekhov through the first couple of furlongs. Lucarno settled in third. Aquilum is 4. Acapulco's being bustled up to take a handy position with Strategic Prince. Midfield for Admiral of the Fleet racing on the outside of, at this stage, towards the inner Soldier of Fortune. Mid-division for Marla and Patara Bay. Then Strategic Prince authorised his midfield, a little deep on the course, just struggling to get a bit of cover. Leander's being ridden along towards the back of the field. Also towards the rear early on is Eagle Mountain, Archipenko. The two big Aidan O'Brien guns are about second and third last, with Salford Mill, the other one, who is towards the tail of the field. So it's Kid Mambo who's led them up the ascent through the first half mile, and he continues to show the way. From Anton Chekhov in the black cap, Acapulco and Lucarno race third and fourth. Aquilum is fifth on the outside of the all-blue colours of Soldier of Fortune. Admiral of the Fleet's partner is Strategic Prince. Authorises in ninth place, racing on the outer of Marla. Then Patara Bay Regime. Leander's being ridden along. Still no move from Eagle Mountain towards the back of the field. The white cap of Yellowstone. Then Archipenko and Salford Mill. So the Derby field begin the descent towards Tatnam Corner, and Anton Chekhov puts it to Kid Mambo. These two lead. The pace has been pretty generous. Pushing along in third place is Acapulco. In fourth is Lucarno. Aquilum races on the outside of Soldier of Fortune. Then Strategic Prince. Frankie Dettori's had a nice uninterrupted passage so far. Is in ninth colours in the ninth place in the green colours on the outside, just tracking Admiral of the Fleet as Kid Mambo, running the race of his life, leads the Derby field for home. It's Kid Mambo leads by a couple of lengths. Has seen off Anton Chekhov. Now towards the outside comes Lucarno with Aquilum. Towards the inner, Acapulco begins to give way. Dettori improving on the green colours, unauthorised down the outside. Salford Mill is staying on. Eagle Mountain from a long way back. Kid Mambo's given a bold sight. Authorised shaken up with Aquilum. Then Soldier of Fortune, Lucarno, Eagle Mountain and Salford Mill. Dettori's date with destiny. Will it be realised? Authorised leads the Derby field by 2 lengths. Lucarno in second, Eagle Mountain and Aquilum. But Dettori is clear in the Derby for authorised 5 or 6 lengths. He's had to wait 15 years, but a blitzing performance by At the Line Authorised will give Frankie Dettori his first Derby by 5 lengths. Eagle Mountain chased his shadow in vain. Aquilum possibly just third, ahead of a big run towards the inside by Lucarno, and then behind these was Salford Mill and Soldier of Fortune.
Just sublime, and Dettori has done it. He's completed the weekend of all weekends, the 2 days of fairy tale. Henry Cecil yesterday, Dettori and that man, Peter Chappell-Hyam today. How he's back, and back with a bang. Authorised, has landed the 2007 Blue Ribbon, the Derby, with authority and with the utmost authority. He has always travelled well. That man there can never have been in a moment's doubt. Always positioned middle to outer, out of trouble, came down the hill really quite nicely and then drew clear inside the final quarter. Eagle Mountain has fared best of the Ballydoyle Battalion in second, and Akalim has run third, the Lingfield Derby trial winner, from fourth, Lucarno. Congratulations all round for Peter Chappell-Hyam, the man born in Leamington Spa in 1963, the man who worked for Barry Hills, Linda Ramsden, Fred Reimel, and took over himself at the very tender age of 27 at Manton in 1991. We knew then he was a class act. We know it even more now. And that man aboard, he's waited so long since Pollen Count in 92 for Derby victory, and he's done it. Eagle Mountain second, Akalim third. From Lucarno, Soldier of Fortune, Salford Mill 6, Kid Mambo Brilliant 7. The white cap there of Michael Tabor. That's Yellowstone in 8. Reading further back, Marla has finished right back in the pack. But Frankie Dettori it is that has won the Vodafone Derby for Peter Chappell-Hyam and owner Saleh Al-Hamazi and Imad Al-Sagar. Let's take it now from 2 out. And at this stage, Frankie Dettori had a bundle of horse underneath him.
A low standard time, Nick. Unbelievably good time, and the horse travelled like a dream. He played it safe, he went round the outside, he cruised into the lead 2.5 out. Any doubts with stamina, there was doubts, were completely and utterly dispelled. He has absolutely stormed home. He's beaten the right horse in second, the second best form in the race is second, but he had to beat him. He's beat him pointless. This is a very, very good winner, no question. Lingfield Derby winner in third. We'll go about a few other horses in a minute. Lucarno continued improvement. It's all about the winner. He is a top.
Majesty leads the applause and the cheering for Frankie Dettori. He's ridden many winners in her colours, and he's ridden a good few in these already in their brief tenure. What do you reckon? Well, that was an even shorter price than authorised, but it'll be the one that's meant most to him, that is for sure. And no longer will his career be defined by the fact that he hasn't won a Derby. And it's great to see Gianfranco, his illustrious father, here with him. It must be such a proud moment for him. Gianfranco himself, a multiple champion jockey in Italy, and a man who rode many big winners in this country as well.
2 guineas.
2 guineas, won the Eclipse, rode many, many Group 1 winners, and he's passed down some serious over the Vodafone Derby with our 6 eyes and try and ascertain where your money went. Well, if you were one of the legions who'd backed authorised, you'll have been pleased to see him break well and immediately adopt a position, relatively speaking, out of trouble.
And the time tells you that they've got a good level pace. It can't have been too ridiculous because they wouldn't get home, as James will be able to confirm better than me. Kim Mambo's set the pace from Anton Chekhov, who Aidan O'Brien told us would be prominent. We've got Lucarno up there, who's a free running type. Akaleb, who's run a cracker to be third. Acapulco's on the inside. Strategic Prince, who ultimately didn't stay. He's on the outside. Soldier of Fortune, the Chester winner, is on the inside there. Acapulco's in about 8th or 9th place on the outside, keeping out of trouble. The eventual runner-up's held up. He was second last, but he got a pretty good run through, I believe. He certainly came, he just wasn't good enough. But he was held up in the rear. He's disputing the last place.
No surprise, James, that Frankie was well out of the Schmozzle in about 7th on the outside. But the beauty of this horse is that he's not going to be lit up by daylight because he's got such a fabulous temperament within a race.
Yes, and everything went well for him on the day, didn't he? Thanks to his very high cruising speed. He took up a position 2/3 way down the field, and the whole thing was clockwork, really, wasn't it? And whatever the merits of the form, the fact is that at Derby pace, fractions that produced a very fast time, just looked in a different league to everything else, didn't he?
Just travelled so well. Kid Mambo has, as Richard said, run the race of his life for Terry Mills, swinging down and confirming the light shift form.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm really pleased with him in terms of the result, though. You could argue the right horse, besides the winner, the right horses are there. The horse for the second best form has come second, albeit a long way. The improving Lingfield Derby winner, who we knew would stay, has come third. It's hard to not, I don't think the handicappers are going to have too much trouble rating this race quite highly.
Soldier of Fortune, you can see in 5th place at the moment. He was the Chester Vase winner. He stayed on at 1 pace, strikes one as a ledger horse. Akalim and Lucarno, for one so inexperienced, James, have both run very well.
That's right. I suppose the only disappointing angle, you know, from the spectators' point of view, was that few of the horses actually travelled with any real zest. None of them travelled like when Akalim made his move running down the hill in the manner of a stare and persisted with his effort all the way through to the line. But he never looked to be going like a potential Derby winner. I mean, he stayed on strongly and ran an excellent race, as Steve has said. And on his outside, as you can see, Authorised basically had him covered throughout.
You can see now Authorised really beginning to extend.
Yeah, and he's shown more pace than Guinea's 5th. That's what's impressive, and more stamina than potential ledger horses who we're talking about. So, you know, like whenever you see a very good horse, they've actually got the call over their rivals at every stage. He's got a better cruising speed than the horses who didn't stay.